Our story begins 66 million years ago, a time almost unfathomable in its distance from our own. Imagine a world teeming with creatures unlike anything we see today, a world on the brink of dramatic change. It was the late Cretaceous, a period defined by its lush, vibrant ecosystems. Picture dense jungles, sprawling forests, and a landscape painted in 1,000 shades of green. Earth was a greenhouse planet, a world significantly warmer than our own, where the very air felt thick with humidity. Warm, wet, and teeming with life. Swamps and wetlands stretched across continents, providing breeding grounds and habitats for an incredible array of species. No ice caps existed to cool the planet, and high seas covered vast areas of land, creating shallow, sun-drenched environments perfect for marine life. Forests stretched from pole to pole, unbroken expanses of green that filtered the air and supported countless creatures. These weren't just forests, they were entire ecosystems unto themselves. Dinosaurs ruled every corner of this world, from the smallest Compsognathus to the largest sauropods. Herds of triceratops roamed the prairies, their frills and horns glinting in the sun as they grazed on the abundant vegetation. They were the cattle of their time, shaping the landscape with their movements. Meanwhile, pterosaurs soared above, their leathery wings casting shadows across the land as they hunted for prey. These were the masters of the Cretaceous skies. In the swamps, sauropods reached for the treetops, their immense size dwarfing everything around them. These gentle giants were the architects of their environment, shaping the forests with every bite. But the true apex predator was Tyrannosaurus rex, a name that still inspires awe and fear today. Nature's ultimate hunter, a perfect killing machine at the top of the food chain. Its powerful jaws and keen senses made it a formidable force. The air buzzed with insects, a constant hum of life that filled the warm, humid air, and the world echoed with the calls of strange birds and the growls of dinosaurs, a symphony of prehistoric sounds. In the seas, mosasaurs hunted with terrifying efficiency, preying on anything that crossed their path, while ammonites and corals thrived below, creating vibrant underwater ecosystems. This was a world in balance, a complex web of life where every creature played its part, shaped by slow evolution and the relentless forces of geology, constantly changing and adapting. The dinosaurs had survived countless challenges, adapting to changing climates and emerging victorious time and time again, always enduring. But they could not foresee the sudden, catastrophic end that was about to arrive, an event that would rewrite the history of life on Earth. Their reign, unchallenged for millions of years, a testament to their adaptability and dominance, was about to be tested by forces beyond their imagination, a cosmic event that would change everything. The stage was set for the greatest extinction event in Earth's history, a moment of profound and irreversible change. Far from Earth, in the cold, dark expanse of space, an object drifted, seemingly without purpose. A massive asteroid, 10 kilometers wide, a veritable mountain of rock and metal, hurtled silently through space, a cosmic bullet on an inevitable trajectory. Its path, an intricate dance dictated by gravity and chance encounters with celestial bodies, was now leading it towards a fateful destination. For eons it wandered the solar system, an uninvited guest crashing a party billions of years in the making. Unseen and unstoppable, it was a silent harbinger of doom, a cosmic wrecking ball hurtling towards an unsuspecting world. As it neared Earth, the blue planet shimmering with life, the sun's gravity, a cosmic puppeteer, pulled it onto a collision course, sealing the fate of an entire era. The dinosaurs below, giants of their age, lived unaware, basking in the warmth of the sun, oblivious to the impending catastrophe. As a new, bright star appeared in their sky, a celestial interloper, it was a sight that would soon turn from curious to terrifying. Growing larger and more ominous each night, it cast an ever-lengthening shadow over the prehistoric world, a grim foreshadowing of what was to come. In its final moments, as it plunged towards the unsuspecting planet, the asteroid blazed through the atmosphere, a fiery messenger of destruction. A fireball brighter than 1,000 suns, it streaked across the sky, an apocalyptic spectacle. It struck with the force of 1 billion atomic bombs, unleashing unimaginable energy upon the world. For those who saw it, those creatures who looked up in awe and terror, it was the last sight they would ever witness, a blinding flash before oblivion. The world was about to change in an instant, reshaped by a force beyond comprehension. The silent journey was over. The long, lonely voyage through the cosmos had reached its violent conclusion. The moment of impact had arrived, the culmination of millions of years of cosmic happenstance. A cosmic visitor, uninvited and unwelcome, was about to end an era, ushering in a new chapter in Earth's history. The countdown to extinction had begun, the clock ticking towards a cataclysmic reset. The asteroid slammed into a shallow sea near today's Yucatán Peninsula, one of the worst possible places for such a disaster. The impact vaporized rock and water, excavating the massive Chicxulub crater and unleashing energy beyond comprehension. Shockwaves triggered global earthquakes, while a mega-tsunami swept across continents, erasing coastlines in moments. A fireball hotter than the sun vaporized everything at ground zero, blasting superheated gas and molten rock into the sky. The world's chemistry and climate changed in minutes. A plume of vaporized material shot into the atmosphere, condensing into molten glass droplets, spherules that rained back down. Debris spread worldwide, igniting a new phase of destruction. Within an hour, the sky everywhere glowed with falling fiery particles. The stable world of the dinosaurs was shattered in a single, violent instant. The true global catastrophe was just beginning. As molten spherules rained down, the sky became a furnace, raising surface temperatures by hundreds of degrees. Wildfires erupted across the globe, turning forests and jungles into infernos. Smoke and ash choked the air, plunging survivors into darkness and chaos. A shockwave of wind flattened everything in its path, while deafening noise shattered the silence. In the oceans, mega-tsunamis and boiling surface waters killed countless marine creatures. The world was battered by fire, wind, and heat, an assault on life itself. For those that survived the initial blast, a new threat loomed, a deadly global winter. The age of fire and fury was ending, but a deeper crisis was about to unfold. The planet was entering its darkest days. Soot and dust from the fires and impact blotted out the sun, plunging Earth into months, perhaps years of darkness and cold. Photosynthesis stopped, plants withered, and the green world turned brown and gray. Acid rain poisoned land and water, while the ocean's food web collapsed as phytoplankton died off. Temperatures plummeted, even in the tropics, creating a deep freeze the dinosaurs could not survive. The true killer was not the impact itself, but the sustained collapse of every ecosystem. Only the hardiest, most adaptable creatures had any hope of enduring. The world was locked in a long, deadly winter. Starvation swept the land, a silent killer stalking across continents. The once lush landscapes, teeming with life, were now desolate expanses of dust and despair. The vibrant ecosystems that had thrived for millennia were collapsing, unable to sustain the immense populations they once supported. Herbivores like triceratops, majestic creatures that roamed the plains in vast herds, were among the first to feel the devastating effects. Their massive bodies required enormous quantities of vegetation, and as plant life dwindled, they faced a grim struggle for survival. Hadrosaurs, with their specialized duck-billed mouths perfectly adapted for grazing, also faced starvation. These gentle giants, once abundant in the river valleys and forests, died first, their bones becoming silent monuments to a lost world. Their food sources gone, the delicate balance of the food chain was irrevocably disrupted. The plants themselves, the foundation of the entire ecosystem, withered and died, unable to cope with the changing conditions. Carnivores like Tyrannosaurus rex, apex predators at the top of the food chain, soon felt the ripple effects of the herbivore's demise. These fearsome hunters, with their powerful jaws and bone-crushing teeth, were now faced with a dwindling supply of prey. They soon followed, with nothing left to hunt or scavenge. The great Tyrannosaurus rex, once the undisputed king of its domain, was reduced to a scavenger, desperately searching for scraps in a barren wasteland. Ecosystems everywhere unraveled. The intricate web of life that had sustained the planet for so long was now tearing apart at the seams. The delicate interdependencies between species were shattered, leading to a cascade of extinctions. Giant pterosaurs vanished from the skies, their leathery wings no longer casting shadows over the land. These magnificent flying reptiles, masters of the air, were unable to adapt to the changing environment. Marine reptiles and ammonites, ancient inhabitants of the oceans, disappeared from the seas, leaving behind only their fossilized remains as a testament to their existence. The once vibrant marine ecosystems were now eerily silent, devoid of the life that had once thrived within them. 75% of all species were wiped out, a catastrophic loss of biodiversity that reshaped the course of life on Earth. The scale of the extinction was unprecedented, leaving behind a planet scarred by devastation. The extinction was not random. It followed a pattern, revealing the vulnerabilities of different species in the face of environmental change. Large animals and specialists suffered most, their size and specialized diets making them particularly susceptible to the changing conditions, while only the smallest and most adaptable survived, clinging to life in the margins of a dying world. These survivors, often small and unassuming, held the key to the future of life on Earth. The world fell silent, the cacophony of the dinosaur age replaced by an unsettling quiet. The thunder of dinosaurs replaced by a desolate hush, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the power of nature. The once vibrant landscapes were now eerily still, haunted by the ghosts of a lost world. For 150 million years, dinosaurs had ruled, a dynasty that seemed destined to last forever. But their reign ended not with a fight, not with a blaze of glory, but with a slow, relentless fade, a gradual decline into oblivion. The dinosaurs, once masters of their domain, were slowly but surely erased from the face of the Earth. The age of reptiles was over, marking the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter in the history of life. Life was pruned back to its roots, stripped down to its bare essentials. Only the most resilient organisms, those capable of surviving in the harshest conditions, managed to endure. The planet was a graveyard, a silent testament to the power of extinction. Littered with the bones of giants, a haunting reminder of the creatures that once roamed the Earth. The world's greatest evolutionary dynasty had come to an end, leaving behind a legacy of wonder and a cautionary tale of ecological fragility. A new chapter was about to begin, a chapter written by the survivors, the small and adaptable creatures that would inherit the Earth and pave the way for a new age of life. Yet life endured. Survival favored the small, the adaptable, and the lucky. Burrowers and generalists, creatures that could eat almost anything, had the best chance. Among them were our distant mammal ancestors, tiny, warm-blooded, and resourceful. Insects, crocodiles, turtles, and some birds also survived, each finding refuge in their own way. In the oceans, deep sea life persisted, already adapted to darkness and scarcity. Seeds and spores lay dormant, ready to regrow when sunlight returned. When the dust settled, ferns were the first to reclaim the land, a fern spike marking the start of recovery. The survivors inherited a changed world, full of opportunity. The catastrophe that ended the dinosaurs was the beginning of something new. Life, against all odds, found a way forward. As sunlight returned, the world healed and transformed. The empty stage left by the dinosaurs allowed mammals to diversify rapidly, an explosion of new forms and lifestyles. Some became herbivores, others predators, some returned to water, others took to the air. Birds, insects, reptiles, and amphibians also flourished, but mammals seized the day. Over millions of years, mammals evolved into the vast array we see today, from mice to elephants, bats to whales. Among them, primates emerged, adapting to life in the trees with grasping hands and keen eyesight. Eventually, one branch of primates would walk upright, use tools, and contemplate the universe. The asteroid that ended the dinosaurs paved the way for the rise of humanity. The world would never be the same. From destruction came the seeds of our own existence. Today, the story of the dinosaurs' end is written in stone. A thin, iridium-rich layer, the KPG boundary, marks the moment of impact in rocks worldwide. Below it, dinosaur fossils abound. Above it, they vanish. The buried Chicxulub crater is a silent monument to that day. Fossils and rocks let us glimpse the lost world and its sudden destruction. The lesson is clear. Life's history is shaped by both slow change and sudden catastrophe. The dinosaurs' extinction reminds us of life's fragility and our own unlikely rise. Their legacy lives on in birds, in fossils, and in us. From one day of cosmic violence came the dawn of a new world.